Yeah, look at now. It's time for the Boast Rattle. Thanks. We're at the Boast Rattle. Look at us. Look at us at the place. We can lower the volume of the music. I hope everyone is having a good Saturday. What is up, chat? Hello, Jones. I'm glad you got to the bottom of who I actually am. Am. Feels good. Thanks for being here, everybody. This is Boast Rattle. It's been a long time since we Boast Rattle. We're out here. We're doing all right. We're out here. What's everyone doing? I don't even know what's going on. We out here. We got the social distancing early show crew. We got a bunch of funny people on the show. This is Boast Rattle. It's a head-to-head compliment contest. Look at that. We got comedians who are going to come out here. They're going to competitively compliment one another. Head-to-head. You guys are going to vote on who wins each round. So I guess we'll have 3 winners. You know, that's all right. We can have 3 winners. If you guys haven't seen a Boast Rattle before, you just want to picture like Niceroasts. Just uplifting, positivity. It feels like something we can all use right now. I got some fancy art going on right now. Look at that. I could use the TC Tugger with the amount of sweat that's going on in my stomach right now. We're all feeling good. We are all winners in a way. We're on here. We're doing something. We're keeping at it. We're keeping on, I guess, is this. It's Andy Frasco and the UN is our theme music for the show. If you don't watch us, if you don't check out a normal show, we're here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, doing a talk show. It's so fun. And then we got this guy going on. This is Boast Rattle. This is a compliment contest. Head-to-head compliment contest. How do I sound? I hope I sound okay. No spelling. That would be the spelling bee. Maybe there's some spelling. I don't know how the boasts go. I got some boast jokes written about all of our competitors in here. It's going to be so fun. Quick, be fun, be a good time. There are some unique Boast Rattle things. Thank you for following the show, Uncle Kate. Great name. Great name. If you're new to Twitch, you can follow the show right above. I want to say over here. I can't see it. If you're new there, you can follow there. You can, and that helps us out. And if you have Amazon, you can subscribe to the show for free. Or if you just got $5, you can subscribe to the show, and that supports the show and helps us out as well. I'm Kyle. I'm your host. Down below, we have a donation button. That's all going to go to everyone on the show who is not me. So if you want to donate anything to the show, I'm splitting it amongst the other comedians on the show. We'll get whatever that is. Anything, and you get cool notifications. See those sweet notifications that pop up? That's fun. A little notification pops up, you donate. You get to see one from King of the Hill. You follow the show, you get to see me. Look at that, you subscribe, you get to see me on Conan. Truly, can you imagine the effort that goes into that? A lot of time. I think we're having fun. Thank you guys if you're here. Thanks if you follow, do all the Twitch stuff. I appreciate it. Thanks if you subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of it. Any donations down below, I don't want to keep saying it because I just want to have a fun show. Anything that you donate goes to everyone on the show except me. So we'll split that amongst all these people who put some effort in and wrote some jokes. Look at this moving background. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? In between getting killed by children on Call of Duty, I made that moving background. And if you want to know a little more or just a link to Instagram or Twitter about any of our performers, any of the people on the show, ! And then their first name in the chat, and you'll get a link to their Instagram or their Twitter or both, depending on how quickly I could have typed it in. So, ! Maybe I messed some of them up. We should know most of them. Oh, there we are. And you can only do it every once in a while. But that stuff's all there. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Boast Rattle. I'm so excited. I don't think there's anything for me. That's just follow. ! Follow. We'll send you my stuff. I think maybe social. I don't remember. I'm new to it all. Thanks for being here. Thank you for following the show, everybody. Jones, you know I didn't set up a Discord. Let's talk about Boast Rattle. This is a head-to-head compliment contest. We've been doing this for years and years. It started in Brooklyn as a segment on a show that I would do. And it was the only segment anyone liked on a show I put a lot of work into. So while a little insulting, I could see where it was. And I had a lot of fun with it. And we developed it, and it's been running as a full show. And it's the comedic compliment contest. There are some imitators, but no replicators. And I'm happy that you're here. We're going to be positive. We're going to be funny. I hope use the chat with each other. I'll be talking about that while it's going on. So throughout the compliment contest, you know how sometimes DJs will have like sound effects that they can play, whether it's like an air horn or something like that. This is Boast Rattle. This is a compliment contest. We do not have normal DJ sound effects. Well, we do have some things, like, I guess that was just a foghorn, and I'm not even sure it played. What we do have here is I am a DJ, and instead of having normal DJ sound effects, I have voice memos of my dad telling me that he is proud of me.
I'm very proud of you.
Great. So if a joke really pops off,
you need to call your mother and I more often.
Boom.
That's a very kind thing you said right there. Good for you. I support your decision.
So that should be busting through to you guys. We got Kyle's dad as our DJ sound effects here for the show. And maybe like a quiet. I got these other things, but they're all very quiet. They're all very quiet. So I think we're going to stick with just mostly the dad sound effects, but
that's a very kind thing you said right there. Good for you.
It feels pretty good. It feels pretty good, right?
I support your decision.
It's just really good to hear, even play it for just yourself, right? It feels good. But let's get into the show. We have here's how it's going to work. Comedians are going to come up here 2 at a time. They're going to back and forth boast each other, and then those comedians, I'll put a poll up in the chat. So here's going to be how a poll works so you can see it. I'll put a poll up in the chat, and you guys will have 1 minute to vote after they're done to decide who wins. So just at the top of the chat bar, you're going to see the ability to vote up there, and you can go up there and vote for who wins those. If that makes sense, that's going to be who our winners are. We have a very special guest judge who's going to come out here, hang with us, and talk about, give you some feedback on the rounds and let you help make a more informed decision for who wins each boast. And what's going to happen is I'm going to bring them out here right now. So please give me 1 second, and I will be right back.
I know a man, he could give me therapy. What's the use of therapy? You don't want to change, babe. I talk too much when I got nothing to say. Maybe
okay, everybody, our special guest judge today. So funny. Very happy to have her here. Please, everyone, give it up however you give it up on something like this for Sara Schaefer. Sara, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just quarantining it up still.
Yeah, I feel like 8 months into Zoom shows, the how are you doing introduction will be lost on us all.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Thank you for being here. You're a veteran of the Boast Rattle show before. I believe you've won it before.
I won it. Hell yeah, I won it.
I have the Boast Rattle belt still at my house, and so I feel very good about that. Do you feel good about giving people feedback on their boasts?
Yes, and I'm going to be really mean about it.
Well, you used your predicate was off center. Okay, I can't even be mean when I'm faking it. All right. So to show everyone how some boast jokes work, I have written a couple of these ones are very long. A couple of boast jokes about you that I will be boasting to your face right now. Well, to the streaming version of your face.
Hit me.
I feel like, when someone's like, say it to your face, that really means a lot more now. If they do come say it to your face, it's a lot angrier than how it was before.
Yeah, and it's dangerous.
It's a lot more dangerous than just talking outside of a bar.
Say that to my face.
And you're like, I don't want to. Here we go. So here's 2 jokes, 2 boast jokes for Sara Schaefer. Sara is such a good writer that she has a memoir coming out in August, and I'm actually going to read it instead of just telling people that I read it.
That's the biggest compliment that a writer a comedian writer could ever get from another comedian.
I know. I haven't
actually
even read
your book.
I haven't read an article in 9 years of all this stuff I've shared. Okay, one more. This is a little more. Sarah's such a good writer that I went to the recommended books on the Amazon page for Sarah's book, and it didn't have a more like this section, but it had a slightly worse books than this book section, which contained Michelle Obama's book Becoming, a book called How to Become a Spy, every version of the Bible, and then a link that just said, and all the rest of them here.
Yep. That sounds
I'm
right.
very proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, I hope. I got to get it so you can hear all these things. Oh, you can hear it, right? Did you hear my
I
dad?
can hear him.
Feel good. So now we get, or someone's asking if you're going to read your own audiobook. Are you doing that?
I am. I don't know how we're gonna do it because I didn't do it before the thing, and I don't know. It's either gonna be really poor quality, like I do it on my iPhone, or we're gonna figure out a way for me to go into a studio.
I
or
picture
they'll send
like
me equipment.
one 7.5-hour voice memo, then it doesn't save right, and it's just called like voice recording 64, and you're trying to send it into a publisher.
It has my home address as the name of the file. Do you know how that does that?
Oh man, yeah. I've done long sets with voice memo that then I go to save them and it just starts the voice memo over and deletes the entire thing.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
But that's all right. Well, here we're going to do. People have examples of what the boast jokes are. We're going to take another break. I'm going to get our first boasters in here, and then we're going to get down to it. Does that sound good? I think that sounds all right.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Once again, we're going to get people in here. We'll be right back.
Well, I've always been a runner from town to town, trailing that sunrise, drugged up and down, trying to find a red star in a valley, looking for a good way to keep on smiling. I'm looking for a change of pace, then I'll be on my way.
Hey.
Let's start a movement without a purpose, for a change of pace.
Are you playing music through Zoom? Oh, okay.
So I borrowed a little money from a bookie to buy a house out in the mountains. I aim for a hillside of the Ozarks, a place to bunker down where I can find the moonshine bright. I'm looking for change of pace, then I'll be on my way. Let's start a movement without a purpose, change of pace. Yeah, I've been searching for my circus, getting high with a
Okay, everybody, please give it up for our first matchup. Please welcome Julian McCullough and Dave Ross. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you both for being here in Boston.
No problem. I'm excited to feel good.
Yeah, man. It's just nice to get out of the house. you know?
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. How are you? I didn't know about your book. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah, I think it comes out in August, right? August 8th, 20th?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
August 11th.
No, August 11th.
Is it a good beach read?
Is it a good beach read?
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Is
little
it-
bit. A little bit.
Is it good a book to read while you're protesting at the beach?
Yeah.
That's what Julian and I have been doing.
It's one of those books you can really curl up with in a crowd of people on the beach. And I like to she's not doing an audiobook. She's doing a coffee book. She coughs every word to someone in person.
Oh, great.
Is it big enough to hide a Playboy inside it?
Hell yeah, dude.
No, not this edition.
Okay, so Julie and Dave, how did you guys meet each other? How long have you known each other? Let's get a background on our boast here.
Am I okay? I just touched something on my computer.
I
Go
won't tell
first.
anyone. Yeah.
I'll go first because Dave was the first person to book me when I came to Los Angeles, and I'll never forget that. It was really awesome of him to put me on. Holy fuck! Can we swear on this?
Yeah, you can't say holy, but fuck is okay.
Okay.
You can't show nipple. That's the rule, apparently, with Twitch.
Is that really true?
It's true. You can't show nipple on Twitch. They'll kick you off.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can't do any of the jokes I wrote.
For me?
Yeah. All of my compliments of Julian involve me being naked.
Oh, I was gonna say because I have horrendous nipples.
Well, let's see them. They're probably fine.
This would be so great if the Ooh.
Oh no, we might get.
That's so funny. I hope I actually get banned from Twitch. It would
I thought
honestly.
you were kidding, Dave.
No, it'd be
I
so
don't
funny.
think so.
I don't know if it's real or not.
I've been told on 2 Twitch shows, no matter what you do, don't show nipple. And I'm like, we met. I'm not gonna.
Male nipple?
Any nipple, apparently, any nipple at all.
They gotta
That's
be
so weird.
Cool. Right.
Yeah. Damn, Julian, I didn't know that. That's so cool. And I remember that show. And actually, I had been told about you and I'd seen your comedy a lot. I've been like, this guy's moving to town. Someone told me, a bunch of people told me, this guy's moving to town. He's so funny. You should book him. I watched your stuff and I loved it so much that I booked you immediately. And I very much remember that show that you were on. There was like a screening before it that would not end. And we were all waiting because it was at a movie theater, my show. We were all waiting to start the show.
Oh, it was The Irishman, right?
Yeah, we both started stand-up very recently. No, it was some bad fucking movie. It was terrible. And I remember I started the show by making some joke about it. I don't even know what it was. And then you came up to me after the show and complimented me, and it like meant the world to me. I remember being like, oh, he thinks I'm funny. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And that was the last time we ever talked to each other.
Yeah, and I hate him. Yeah, I got to know him a little bit, and
he tried to punch up one of your jokes, and then it's been 11 years. Well, guys, so what will happen is you'll take turns. You'll do one joke each, back and forth. If it's about to be your last joke, just tell us that it's your last joke. But I'm going to boast both of you real quick to get into the boasting vibes before we do this. Does that sound all right?
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. I got some boast jokes here. Julian's facial hair is so well groomed it could win the Westminster Dog Show. Julian shares a first name with Julian Casablancas, except the only strokes I associate with him are me masturbate. I didn't think this one through all the way, but you can see where I was going with it.
Yeah, totally. Man, are we I thought maybe because it was Twitch we weren't doing jerking off jokes, but if we are, I got like more jokes.
Yeah, Dave just opened a briefcase and it's glowing like Pulp Fiction.
Also, Kyle, just for the record, I'm more of an Interpol guy, but it's fine. Keep going.
That's okay. That's gonna shut the stream down quicker than a nipple. All right, Dave Ross. Dave Ross. Dave is so talented that when Bowie and Prince died close together, I was worried about Dave's health because our heroes always seem to die in threes.
Oh my Lord.
Dave has motivated more men to get in touch with their emotions than the end of Remember the Titans. Okay, so we feel good. Are you guys feeling all right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right, who would like to go first?
I'll go first because I lack confidence.
Dude, I'm so nervous. Isn't that a funny feeling?
Yeah,
There's 4 of us here. I'm nervous as shit. How many do you want to do, by the way, dude? Like 5?
I wrote 4.
4 is
Wait,
great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 5. Is that too many?
That's amazing.
Dave, if I'm going to get banned from anything before you guys start, I have little robots set up with everyone's social media. I'm going to get banned for linking to herpes.guns.beer in the chat over and over again.
That is the website for my new single.
That is the website of someone who's also newly single. That's facebook.com/herpes. Okay, Dave, who wants to go first?
I guess Julian's going.
I'll go first.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Dave rules so much that the hardest part of writing jokes for this was cutting down the 673 compliments I already had about him in my gratitude journal.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh, man, that was great. All right. Julian's so hot that when he got COVID-19, it became COVID-69. Yes.
I
Nice.
support
That's what
your
it'll be like.
decisions.
All right. Oh, Dave is so cool that there's a rumor that Marilyn Manson had 2 ribs removed so he could suck Dave's dick.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is pretty far away from his mouth.
He's just across the room leaning like Gumby.
Dave's like, you gotta come to me.
Yeah. Take some ribs out and then I'll walk over there. For those deprived of sunlight right now, the CDC is recommending looking at pictures of Julian. Yeah, that one's bad. It's bad, okay? But it's also true.
Oh, it'll give you some vitamin J.
For Julian.
Oh, yeah,
all
you're right.
I love Dave so much that I replaced a lot of the nicest words in my vocabulary with his name. He's one of my Daverite comics, and when I moved here, he daved my life, booking me on Holy Fuck. Even when he used my embarrassing credits, I forgave him immediately and gave him a blowjob.
That's a very kind thing you said right there. Good for you.
Oh, Julian, I don't know if you know, but that's my dad with leaving voice memos saying he's proud of you, and that's a very kind thing you just said.
Oh, I know. He calls me every day to tell me how proud he is of me.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know he got the phone fixed.
I do want to thank you for divvying me that blowjob. That was pretty good.
Yep.
The CDC said you should refrain from touching your face. And in the same press conference where they said that, they also added that you should please not touch Julian's face, even though you want to. Everyone wants to. He's so hot. CDC went on to say that if Julian dies, there's no point in quarantining anyway, because he's really, when it comes down to it, the only reason any of us have to live. He concluded his statement by looking into the camera and screaming, "Long live Julian!" And then he started crying, and he leaned over and he touched Mike Pence's hand, and that's how everyone in the White House got COVID.
I like that joke didn't have any twists.
Oh man, I knew I was gonna get roasted at some fucking point.
Dave has such an amazing spirit that heroin said being inside Dave felt like having 1,000 orgasms.
That's great.
By the way, Dave used to do heroin. I don't know if everybody knew that, but that was why that joke was funny.
Good for you.
Oh man. Let's see. Okay, I decided I needed to write some about how that weren't about how attractive Julian is.
I only have one more.
Oh, you only have one more?
I only have one more.
We'll go Dave, Julian, Dave.
Oh no. Let's just do. Oh, that's right. That's right. That makes sense. Right. Julian's so funny. He's only ever bombed one time in his life. He's only done one show where he got no laughs. And it was because the audience was too busy swooning. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was it. That was the end.
Okay, here's my last one. Dave is like a handyman for the soul. His jokes paint our hearts with laughter while his sandpaper voice smooths the splintered floorboards of our minds. And all our wives want to fuck him while we're at work.
Oh my
Good
God,
for
that was
you.
beautiful, Julian. Okay, here's my last one. Julian's so nice that Sean O'Connor has friends. Is he watching? Fuck, I hope he's watching. There's no way he's
Probably
watching,
secretly, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Man, I think that was great. I don't have an applause. Oh wait, I think I have. This whole time I've had a laugh track right on here, but oh well, oh well. I thought it was great. Sarah, what's our feedback, our thoughts here on round one?
a lot of love in the room tonight. In fact, I think Dave, you might be in love with Julia.
Oh, definitely. No. I am. And I tell him regularly, and his wife doesn't allow me near the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, I've got your poll up while Sarah's giving you feedback. Go vote on who won this round. Jokes that stood out to you?
Oh, Julian, that last one about the Dave's gravelly voice wanting to, it was poetry. I mean, that was like, and then you brought it home with a dick joke.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. There was a nice theme, a story to your entire joke, an arc that you built that I really appreciated. And then Dave, you brought it home with the Sean O'Connor joke at the end.
Thank you.
If
I figured it was specific, but to
No,
that
no.
audience.
Yeah, everyone is familiar with Sean O'Connor, and it will definitely play in the Twitch chat. Thank you guys. We got a minute left on voting. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how it is very close. It is a 1 vote difference right now. So if you haven't voted and you're in the chat, there's literally 100 more people watching than have voted. This is like a regular election. It is 8% of people have voted, and everyone will complain about the result when it's close. But thank you guys both for being here.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Well,
Thanks,
maybe
dude.
I'll
So
change
fun.
the voting to 1 minute so we don't have this weird lull for a minute. And someone donated some money and someone subscribed to the show. All the fun stuff, all the stuff you want to happen. I feel
Look at
better.
that.
Yeah, dude.
I feel better. How do you guys feel writing positivity jokes when you are going to be inside saying them?
As a comedian, it took like probably a half an hour to clear my head of backhanded compliments before I could
Yes.
actually write real compliments.
It's really
Oh,
Oh
hard.
man, Julian, I'd been meaning to hang out with Danny Solomon for a while, and so I was like, "Hey, help me write jokes for Julian," and he couldn't do it. He was like, "I'm sorry, I can't." There was like everything he said ended up with like, because there's a dick in his mouth, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Danny.
Well, I don't think Danny could write a compliment for the people he loves that are closest to
No.
him.
Yeah. But I will say, Kyle, like I think I say this every time I do the show. There's a weird thing about this show where I know it's jokes and I know that it's not real, that we're all like our main priority is trying to be funny, but it doesn't matter. Hearing the compliments is such a joy. I like, no matter what, I just leave feeling good.
Oh, thank
And
you.
writing the positivity of it in general, the writing felt good. It feels good, man.
I almost started crying the first one I did because I was
Yeah.
so touched.
Totally.
There's something
Yeah.
so interesting about watching comedians receive a compliment because it's like seeing something. It's like seeing a unicorn. You're like, on paper, I know that someone drew this once, but I've never actually seen it in person.
Sarah, by the way, we would also cry at a regular roast battle. It's a very different.
Yeah.
No question.
Oh, I just want
For
you to
other
come back
reasons.
after crying to this one. So we have our results in. 55% of the vote. The winner is, drumroll sound effect I can't find, Dave Ross. Dave is our winner. Very close.
yeah.
Separated by just a couple of votes. Everyone, please give it
I'm
up
the best.
for...
Julian sucks.
Please give it up for Dave and Julian. If you want to follow them, type in the chat !Dave or !Julian, and it will link to all of their social media. The same with Sarah, !Sarah. We're going to get our next matchup in here. Everyone, please, once again, say goodbye to Dave and Julian, and we'll be right back.
Love you guys. Thanks.
Right.
Thank you guys so much. They're going to hear us talking while I say goodbye, but thank you very much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks,
Super
guys.
fun.
I'm going to send you into the waiting room
think-
now.
Dave won because his compliments are more believable. Is that the idea?
Oh, thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you real soon.
All right, who's next? Julia and Will.
I talk too much when I got nothing to say. Maybe it's to get away. It's easier to walk away. I gotta find the time to let love in. I gotta find myself.
Do we stay till the end or no?
You don't have to. You can leave after yours.
Okay, so I'll watch it after.
Okay. Everybody, oh yeah, you don't have to stay in the waiting room. Please give it up for our next boasting duo, Giulia Rozzi and Will Miles. Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, Will had another Zoom show before this and has another Zoom show after this.
3-show night, baby.
Truly.
That's called not writing it down in the calendar.
Okay.
I assumed I wouldn't have to. I was like, nobody's booking anybody.
Yeah, let alone 3 times in one night. Now
Yeah.
everyone is wondering if you guys are in separate rooms.
Oh yeah.
We
yeah.
are. Yeah. We needed some space.
Yeah.
So for everyone who's not familiar, please tell everyone how you met and what your guys' relationship with each other is.
We
We
met
met-
at a show.
Comedy
And
at the Knitting
then-
Factory, hosted by Hannibal Verse.
And then 6 months later started dating.
Oh, thanks for plugging that show, Will. I sure hope things turn around for old Hannibal and he gets some attention.
And now we're married and having a baby.
Very
Yeah.
soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, very soon.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thanks.
Thank
I mean-
you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing all the work, but yeah,
that's
congrats to both of us.
true. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Julie, on doing all the work. Congrats, Will, on the Instagram likes you're about to rake in. Are really going to be
Hell
next
yes.
level.
Wait till they see that
Big day
pic
on
of me
Instagram.
with the baby like in this thing, this little strappy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight. Maybe I should have a kid to wear one of those.
Yeah.
I should think this through.
Hey man, you
Julia,
can borrow our girl
Yeah?
anytime.
are you gonna live stream the birth?
Oh yeah. Oh, I
It's-
just think
It's
I
very
think
of the moment.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, here's the thing. Like, I think the best thing you can do for a child is to know what low self-esteem and high self-esteem feels like right away. And so I want my kid to look back and see how many likes their birth got. I think that's a really healthy thing
Yeah.
to do.
You need them to do the math about how many likes they got versus how many followers you had at any given moment. That way they just
Yeah.
come up in a really, really sane place.
Yeah.
Look at this
They need
ratio.
control.
Yeah. DJ Khaled's baby got him 1 million more followers.
Did you see Julia's baby get ratioed?
You guys.
I think our baby's shadow banned. What is happening?
Okay, so I've actually boasted both of you within the last 2 weeks to your face.
Yes.
So if you like those jokes, you're gonna love them again. Here we go. Here we go. Julia is so funny that I went to a stand-up clip of hers, and the first comment wasn't unfunny, which is literally impossible when it comes to comedy. Julia's from Boston, and I've never once heard her mention Tom Brady, which is the highest compliment I can give anyone in any circumstance.
I'm wicked into spot.
Oh, Will Miles. Will Miles is so generous. This is really fun watching people try and spell Julia to get your social information.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
G-U-I-L-I-A.
G-I-U.
G-I-U. There we go. Oh, I even spelled it right.
Oh, Mubot got it.
That's me. I'm Moobot.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wait, are you watching while you're doing it?
I have the stream pulled up in just a little window so I can, or the chat so I can talk to
Oh.
people while they're doing it.
I got it. Okay.
All right, here we go. A couple of quick Will Miles boasts. Will is so generous that he probably actually pays for a Netflix account. Will is so positive that the only way he could upset people is if he was an HIV test. Okay.
You need to call your mother. on this more
I'll play
often.
the dad there. Okay, so here we go. Whoever would like to go first, and then just, you know how it works. Just go back and forth and let us know when
I
it's
just
the
want to
last
point out
one.
I have Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, and I share it with so many people. All three.
Look at that. That's like the
Come on.
trifecta.
Yeah, it is. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I mean, are these jokes? I don't really know how to write jokes anymore since I haven't had any inspiration out of my house. But okay. Will is he's a comedian, he's a TV writer. And as you know, a lot of male TV writers are like, really rude to women. I know that in the writer's room, whenever a female coworker speaks, Will's probably like, oh, that's a great idea. I really respect women.
Good for you.
All right, I got one.
Great timing.
Yeah, right? I got one just in time for my turn. All right. Julia is going to be a mom, as we all know, and Julia is such a good mom.
How good is she?
Yeah, she's going to be such a good mom. They're going to have to rethink the term grandmother. What up? Drops mic.
I like it. I like the cadence. I'm not sure I fully understand it, but it seemed to have all the parts of a joke.
Wait, Will, how many do you have?
I have 4.
4 more left?
No, 4 total. Yeah.
All right. Will.
Because she's gonna be a grandmother. She's gonna be such a grandmother.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
She could even be a great grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
None of these have punchlines. Okay. Will has become really obsessed with bird feeders in the last few months, and it's like, what do you care about animals? That's so gay in like a joyful way.
Yeah.
I support your decisions.
Ah, yes, the Shakespearean gay, meaning happy. All right, I got another one.
Killer.
Yes. Julia is such a good comic.
How good is she?
Julia is such a great comic. I don't even care when all of my friends and family say, hey, she's so much better than you.
It's so true.
It is very true.
You can tell he doesn't care about it by how he added "and family" specifically onto the end.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
I hope it's my husband. I love hanging out with him.
I support your decision. Good for you.
Oh, I like that.
All right. Here comes a hot one.
It's gonna make me cry for some reason.
Something
I'm so
Julia
hormonal.
has that I don't have as much of, for sure, is empathy. I lack it, but I also have a mental disease. But Julia is so
Good for you.
Yeah. It's not sociopathy though, so we're left out there. But yeah, Julia is so empathetic. How empathetic?
How empathetic is she?
She can tell when our next door neighbor is about to take a shit. He also posts on Instagram, but I think she can really feel other people and their energies.
Definition of empathy.
Yeah, that's how not empathetic I am.
You need to call your
Are you
mother and
mixing
I
up
more often.
Is it telepathy with empathy?
Yeah. Julia is so empathetic. I pick up a playing card and she knows which one I'm holding.
She told me 4 clubs and she was right.
Wait, do you have any more left, or is that it?
I have one more, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go, you go, and then I'll go. Okay. Being married to Will is like being married to pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still great. Stupid.
Best joke. All right, Julia is such a good person.
How good of a
How
person
good
is
of a person.
Julia?
I never get it in time.
Come on, Sarah. Julia is such a good person. She helps homeless. She does stuff for prison reform. She's so good. Oh God, I can't read my own thing. She's so good to others. They tried to call her Saint Julia, but there was already one in SAG.
What?
That's a
So I
very
told her in
kind
7
thing
years.
you said right there. Good for you.
All right, you ready for the big closer?
All right, the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
closer.
This punchline is woo! You're gonna be like wordsmith. Okay. Did Dave Chappelle write this? Okay. Will is gonna be a dad soon, and he's gonna be such a great dad. And I know this because he's taken such good care of me, not just during my pregnancy, but like throughout our relationship and our dog and his family. And I just love him so much.
That was hilarious.
Oh,
Here's my closer. Hey, I love her too. Yeah.
all right. You got 2 minutes to vote. While Sarah gives us feedback on how this made her feel, how we all feel. I feel wonderful.
I feel great too.
There's so much love. It feels good. I can feel it through the screen. I mean, y'all are like down the street. I can
Literally.
Yeah.
No, it was lovely. And Julia, I really like that you just embraced like pregnancy brain, and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna say how I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I cry all the time. I mean, I did before pregnancy,
I love
but
the
now.
knock joke.
Yeah.
Love the knock joke and the last joke. I mean, we could all learn from the joke structure and the timing.
You said it might have been inspired by Chappelle. It was, if you could stretch that into 2 hours that I wished were 40 great minutes, I would have loved it.
There's a special in that.
But there is already a blog up about it, so I could see that that's what you guys have in common. There's already some outrage culture. Comedian says L word over Zoom.
And Will, love it. I sorry that I did not answer your call and response that you had going. I'm not used to being in the audience. So.
You're a performer. I know.
Oh, so I just don't have the muscle for this. It's more of a me thing than a you thing. I thought it was very nice. You guys are very earnest, and I love your personalities, and I love you guys separately and together. And I had a lot of fun watching.
Aw.
Nice.
But only one of you can win, so we'll see who that is when it's all said and done. We got 10 seconds. Go vote, chat. You got 10 seconds to pick who you want to win. Once again,
10,
small sample
9,
size out here voting.
7.
All right, it looks like our winner today is Giulia. Please give it up for Giulia Rozzi,
Very
everybody.
proud of you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Aw, I already got my prize.
There we go.
She holds up
I'm
a
just
trophy that
kidding.
I sent her.
Yeah.
I already got my prize,
my-
this
Myself.
trophy.
I didn't even know that came in the mail yet. What?
Oh, everybody, please give it up for Julie. Please give it up for Will.
No,
and...
don't go. We're so bored.
Make dinner or something now, yeah.
Oh, no. Will has 7 or 8 more shows tonight that he has to really get to. All right, we got one more matchup.
Okay,
I'm going to get him in here,
bye.
and we will
Bye, guys.
be
Thanks.
right back, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
That was
both. This is a pleasant song, too. All right, bye, Will.
Bye. See you.
I wanna be your rock, your Saturday cartoon. I wanna be the jam, your peanut butter too.
It should end right before I get on.
Of your favorite tattoo.
Good night.
Good for you.
Be the man I never was.
And there is to possibly pull back. Okay, let me make sure we look good. We have to look professional. All right, all right, everybody. Our last matchup here this evening. Our last Boast matchup. We'll probably do this next week. I have too much fun doing it to not do it anymore. Please give it up for Amy Miller and Josh Gondelman.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Kyle.
Hello.
Hello, Josh.
Hi, Amy.
Nice
What's up,
to
Kyle
see
and
you.
Sarah? Good to see you.
These are two stalwarts of the Boast Rattle history right here.
Oh,
Um,
undefeated? Both undefeated?
No, I lose bad. I try hard, but I just get shit rocked. Yeah. I won. I did really well. No, that's not even true. I squeaked out a victory in the first ever full Boast Rattle show, Kyle.
Yes.
Where the other competitor was just mean to me.
Yeah.
And I only
Aw.
barely won.
Name names.
It was Janelle James.
But she did have one of the ones that accidentally ended up being a really great boast joke where she said, Josh is so in touch with his feelings that my dad would punch him on sight.
That's
I
how
saw
Janelle
that.
is nice. That's how she
It
shows
is.
her feelings.
I love Janelle. No, I don't think she disliked me. I just think she's too funny.
That's true.
It's fun sometimes while she was reading it, she was like, these are all mean.
It kind of sunk in, like after the first one and after my first one, where she was like, oh, I prepared for a different event.
Someone's asking Josh if you have game day shoes on right now.
I don't have game day shoes on. I wore I had a Jesus and Marrow taping earlier today, and I wore these Bordeaux kind of like red wine colored Jordan 12s.
Mm.
Amy, game day shoes?
I have no shoes on right now or pants.
That's kind of, so we're matching. We're matching. Very embarrassing to show up to the show matching like that.
I'm nuts out, butts out, baby.
All right, here
I'm going to show my nipples, shut this whole thing down. You know, there's a lot of talk about free the nipple. Not enough talk about dudes, put your weird nipples away.
Yeah, maybe meet somewhere in the middle nipple area of acceptance.
Yeah,
The third nipple.
a third nipple. The middle way.
All right, so I've got two boast jokes about both of you. I'll give them to you, and then y'all will boast. Sarah will give us her feedback on the entire night, and then we'll see who the winner of our final round is. All right, here we go. Boast jokes. Josh Gondelman is so nice that he is single-handedly keeping the newspaper industry in business because of how many op-eds I keep seeing called "How Josh Gondelman is nice and somehow still a comedian." Josh,
The second part is tenuous.
they're always like, how are you a comedian and nice? I'm like, you could be those two things.
You haven't seen my comedy.
I think they always, here we go. Josh Gondelman's comedy tool belt has more tools in it than a frat party. Okay. Here we go.
Wow.
Amy Miller. Amy has been on Comedy Central, Last Comic Standing, Viceland, Doug Loves Movies, has an album, has a podcast. Amy has more credits than the end of a Marvel movie. One time, Cocaine texted me and asked where Amy gets her work ethic.
Do you have some or
Work ethic? No, my guy is, I can't even get a hold of my guy. Okay, so whoever would like to go first can go first.
you want to go first, Josh?
Sure. I'll go first. Okay. This is I think Amy would agree to this. I like Amy a lot and I admire her work very much. We don't know each other very well, which not only will make my ability to participate in this slightly worse, but it makes the rest of my life slightly worse as well.
Is that your first joke?
They're all pretty soft, so yeah. I'll do a substantial one. In 2012, Amy Miller moved to Portland, Oregon, with a dream, and she has realized that dream because she has talent, she works hard, and most importantly, she left Portland. Portland is quicksand for your ambition. You dip your toes in because you think it seems okay, and then it's a decade later, and you're an apprentice blacksmith who really just sells weed. While living there, though, Amy was named funniest comedian in the city. She was the first woman to receive that honor. So just call her Rasheed Wallace because she is a Portland trailblazer who went on to greater success elsewhere.
I love that became a roast of Portland.
I support
Yeah.
your decisions.
Okay, is it my turn?
Your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh Gondelman, the only good white man to ever come from Boston.
Good for you.
I almost amended that when I thought of Barry Crimmins, but he actually did start in upstate New York. Plus, he died. So great job, Josh. You're still number one. You might know Josh from his excellent Twitter presence where he gives out pep talks to strangers and also posts pictures of his sneakers. Josh, I think you really deserve all those new sneakers after spending so much time putting yourself in other people's shoes. Josh seems like the kind of guy who would go on a date and be perfectly happy to eat only the bottom nachos.
I support your decisions.
Wait, do I keep going or we go back?
You go back and forth whenever you guys want to jump in.
Where am I? Amy is most often found in Los Angeles these days, but is also beloved in New York City and in other cities across America. She's like kombucha, but with fans that are way less annoying. Amy is called the Bay Area, Portland, and Los Angeles her home. Her comedy, she should be called the Ted Bundy of comedy because she's murdered up and down the West Coast and is good on camera.
That's a very kind thing you said right there. Good for you.
Okay. Josh is famously a huge hip hop fan. So I wrote this rap about how great he is. Okay, I didn't really do that, but you can already see on Josh's face that he was ready to lie and tell me it was really good. At this point, it's almost hack to talk about how nice Josh Gondelman is. And I think that it's time for us all to start focusing on how he's also very fuckable.
I'll take that pivot. Honestly, truly the greatest compliment I've ever received. Should I go, Amy?
Yeah, you go.
Where am I? Okay. Amy hosts a podcast about religion and speaks candidly and charmingly about her own kind of strict religious upbringing. She really puts the presh in repression. Amy has appeared on Viceland in addition to hosting a podcast on religion and is the least insufferable white person to have done either of those things, never mind both. I have one more after yours.
Me too. Okay, I'll do a last joke. Josh rescued a senior pug who has health issues and a bad bladder. We fucking get it. You're a great guy. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is my turn.
Yeah.
Honestly, Amy is so funny that I've gotten this far in the show without even mentioning how nice she is, which is the point, the true test of someone being funny. Honestly, this is truly like this is like a deeply sincere thing. But this is like a hard show to write for at this moment in time where everything feels so shitty and like everything is just like gray and blah, right? Like I am jealous of rainbows for all the fresh air they're getting, and I'm mad at puppies because they don't understand the horrors of the world. And ice cream knows what it did to me. But Amy is a great comedian and a great person. And I'm not just saying that because I haven't been outside in daylight in a solid week and I'm idealizing anything and anyone outside my own apartment.
That's so sweet, Josh. Thank you so
Good
much.
for you.
Thank you.
I'm
so
very proud of you.
Oh wow, that was wonderful. Everyone, go vote. Top of the chat, go vote. I appreciate you both being here, and it made me really happy to hear you both write stuff.
This is so fun.
Nice.
Yeah, this was really fun.
Sarah, how did that round go in your mind?
I'm just kidding.
You bitch.
Pitchy dog. No, I knew y'all were both going to be good because I know you're both really good writers, and you did not disappoint. Amy, loved your opening joke, just straight out one-liner, and then I also like that you brought up that Josh Gondelman is fuckable because that's something that isn't talked about enough.
Thank you.
Know?
Especially
wanna
bearded
make-
Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I have talked about it, Sarah, but
yeah, we've talked about it. And Josh, I love the Ted Bundy joke. Top notch.
Oh, thank you.
You did your research. It shows. You said you didn't know Amy that well, but you did your research. You obviously stalked her a little bit online, and I appreciate the effort that takes.
We're both a little bit Ted Bundy.
For different reasons, but yeah.
Reasons, for sure. Yeah.
It is very close. Everyone, you have about 30 seconds to go vote for who the winners. I think it's a 1 vote difference right now.
I'm gonna
30
vote
seconds
for.
for
I'm gonna
Philly.
vote for Josh.
You
That's
can-
how classy I am.
Fuck. I'm out of the shit.
It's too late.
Ah.
And
I
while
was
this
out of
wraps
the
up,
thing.
thanks everyone. Please, thank you. Give thanks to Sara Schaefer for coming and being our guest feedback judge for Boast Rattle tonight as well. Remember, exclamation point, the guest's name. That'll give you all their social media information and links to it right there. Look at that. And it looks like, here we go. Coming down to the
It's
wire.
neck and neck.
Oh,
Oh my god!
it's a tie. It is
a
20. It is
perfect
literally an exact tie.
We did it.
Yeah,
And this
Right.
isn't even when I just make up that it's a tie during the live show to move things along. This was an actual tie.
Amy stays undefeated.
Wow. Well, thank you both for being here, and Sarah, thank you very much for being here as well.
Thank you for
I'm gonna
having
say
me.
bye to everybody.
Sarah.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Amy, Josh. Love y'all so much.
Thank you
Love
guys.
you. Bye.
Thanks everyone. Let's here we are. I'm wrapping it up. I'm ending the Zoom meeting. That's how you know it's really over. That's how you know it's really over, everybody. You end the Zoom meeting, and there we are. Thank you guys. Look at that. Boast Rattle. We did it. If you're here, please follow the show up top. It is, you see there's a little arrow right over there, or or whatever, a heart. If you have Amazon, you can subscribe to the show for free, and it helps me out. It helps the show out. Thank you for following the show Seldom Seen. But if you made a Twitch account, please follow, and you can turn on notifications and get an email when we got more shows. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here. The music is Andy Frasco and the UN. Thank you for following. I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. I had a good time. Everyone was so funny. Everyone was so nice. Please go follow. I know I hate doing the Twitch thing, but please follow the show. We're streaming a bunch of stuff. I'm going to come back next week. We'll do it next week at 6 o'clock if enough people will be here. We'll keep doing it. And then, yeah, you can subscribe to the show as well. If you have Amazon, you can subscribe for free. You just link it, and it helps out my channel and the show there. And we're here a few days a week doing some stuff. But so fun. Thank you so much. Please follow the show and all that stuff. I had a really good time. All I got Shane Torres next week, but I know he's in. It'll be fun. This is Boast Rattle. I'm your host, Kyle. Here's my social stuff down there. You can go follow me online and all that, whatever you do. And this sort of winds down and takes a while, but it winds down. Only an hour. That was nice. Hope everyone is healthy, happy, safe, finding some stuff to get some joy in all this. I hope you had a good, positive, fun, uplifting, motivating, wonderful, fun. I keep saying fun. This is mostly for me. I had the most fun. Thank you guys so much. Follow the show, all the Twitch stuff. I appreciate everybody. We're out of here.